Hello. Today we will be doing a reading over Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Houston Texans. And right now he's dealing with some controversy. He's had, put my phone away. He's had 22 filings of inappropriate behavior and sexual misconduct filed against him. And the judge, from what I understand, has said for these women that are making the accusations, they all have to come out publicly, and some of them don't want to because of the backlash from the public. Okay? So I got a few little questions. There was two of them that did. The one of the ladies that initially had came out first, and then there was a second lady. First lady, her last name was Solis. And I got a few questions because he is young. This is his first time having, that position of notoriety, power, money, and that's a lot to handle at 25. But, some people can handle it and then some people can't, and it manifests in different ways. Okay, but we're going to ask a few questions. Okay, I'd like to know the energy around Derek Deshaun, born September 14th. Okay. Derek Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Houston Texans. What is his energy around him concerning staff members, like people who are hired to give him massages, to work on him as far as like any type of physical things that they hire people to do for the players. Besides, assistants and publicists and people that nature. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Empress, and we have the World. Let's pull these before we read them. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, challenges. So this person is facing challenges, okay? He's trying to rest, he's trying to relax, but he's facing challenges. The lady herself is facing challenges as far as dealing with the public, the Empress. She's trying to rest, she's trying to relax, she's trying to keep her mind still, but it's kind of hard to do that, when you have backlash from the public. Okay? And this would represent the backlash. This card represents them. Okay? And it's like fighting a competition, like they're in court, they're adversaries, they're going against each other. Okay? But at the end of it, it will come out harmonious. Where I feel like this lady, Queen of Swords, she's about to make everybody see. She's bringing everything out. And there may be like just a settlement, something that's privately done behind closed doors with the judge. Okay, what do we have here? About the situation. Star. Wishing, hoping. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. We got the Knight of Swords. We got the Three of Swords. Okay, with this Knight of Swords, and we have the Emperor. It seems like with him, the Emperor, okay, he feels that everything is going to work out. You know, this is going to work out in his favor, because he feels there was no relationship between the two outside of professional. But at the same time, he kind of felt like, you know, I hate that I'm gonna at the same time win, but at the same time lose. He's really worried about this. He's worried about, because of this whole situation. See with this? Because of this whole situation, how this could jeopardize his position on the Texans, which will affect his money. And, you know, he doesn't want that, and understandably so. This was a person that felt somewhat entitled. They don't, they're fighting for their beliefs. They're fighting for trying to defend themselves. Okay? And they're wishing, hoping that everybody sees what they're doing and why they're doing it. Especially her, because she doesn't want people to think that, you know, what she said or done was, you know, wrong or untruthful. Okay. All right. I got a question. Has Deshaun ever felt like he was entitled because of his power, money, and position? Like, you know how, like, some people who might be entertainers or sports figures, sometimes they act bad in public or with how they treat people because, you know, hey, I'm powerful, I got this money, you know. I can act a little bit bad, depending on what you would consider bad. Okay? Like, instead of talking, you know, to people, you talk at people. Everybody's supposed to kiss your butt. Okay, we had a card that jumped out. Okay, once again, respecting other people's ways and decisions. So that tells me that, yeah, there were times where his mouth kind of got a little carried away as far as how he talked to people. But that's not committing a crime. I'm sorry. Per se, depending on what you're saying and how you're saying it too, but mainly what you say. Okay, yeah. Is he guilty? Is he guilty of any of these charges? Okay. All right. And did he have an attitude feeling like he was entitled? Kind of, yeah. Sometimes he made mistakes. Is he guilty of any of this? Yeah, I'm seeing he's maybe not as far as like how should I word this? Maybe not just so much as, because see here I'm getting this 5 of Swords. I have something over you. I'm over you. I'm successful. I'm famous. Okay. So sometimes how he may have spoken to them, maybe things he said as far as the way he worded them, could be offensive or taken out of context. And he thought everything was cool, everything was fine. Maybe harmless flirting that really may not been as harmless, but he meant it to be harmless. You know, that those things can happen. So, you know, I got money, I'm popping bottles, I'm on top of the world. You know, and we can all fall short at times. Okay. Well, could you give me some more information about this? We also, with this, this also tells me, like, give and take. He gives a lot to the community. He tries to do a lot for the community. I think that's a very good thing. You know, let's see. me more. Are all these women telling the truth, or is it just a few? You know, are all these women, these 22 filers of this lawsuit, which I read today that they're supposed to consolidate all of the cases into one, so it will be heard by one judge. I feel that it may be settled out of court. That's if they don't pick up any type of criminal charges on him. The NFL's doing their investigation. Tell me more. Okay, you got the King of Cups. He wants to get control of this situation quick. Also, the attorney is trying to get control of the situation by making an offer for hush-hush money, Mr. Busby. Okay, also, we have, like I said, control, comfort. He's worried about his comfort, his luxuries. He don't want to lose out, but that's how, he's worried about, he's dealing with. He's working on, him and his people, having strength and having to make quick decisions about what to do, about the situation. Okay, and that's what things are coming in fast and hitting him hard. Yeah, he didn't anticipate it. He didn't anticipate it at all. But he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm not really worried about it. He's still working with his people to, rectify the situation, and also with his charities. So he's going to work with his attorney and his people, his publicists and people of that nature to help him. But yeah, he is guilty. Maybe not with all the charges, because I don't feel all the charges. It's not what I'm picking up. But it's like everybody is not telling the truth, but then you have a few that are telling the truth. But on the most part, not all 22 of the women may be telling the truth. But some of them maybe, are. It's kind of like tit for tat. Kind of, I won't say tit for tat, but kind of 6 on one side and a half a dozen in the other. Okay? With this night of rods, this is somebody that's looking for rewards. That's why I said, no, it's not all of them. But they're not getting any rewards, okay? They're just not getting it. And things are moving fast, but they're just not getting it, okay? Respecting other people's ways, other people's wishes. So, yeah, like I said, there was some inappropriate behavior. He didn't feel that it was going to turn into anything unless along an investigation by the NFL or in a legal sense with the Houston Police Department. But it has. Okay, so, God and Spirit, can you tell me the end result? Will he have to pay like a lot of people behind the scenes as far as like settlement? Who will officially at the end of the day, whose names and identities will be revealed as the filers and the accusers? Okay. What will happen at the end of the day for their Deshaun Watson, quarterback? I really want to make sure he's good, okay? I keep up with football to a certain degree, and then to a certain degree I don't. And I really didn't know who Mr. Watson was. But as I read more about him, I was fascinated. Not just the case, but other things about him. Him being so young, he's a quarterback. He's making lots of money. He's got his dreams ahead of him, for future goals to accomplish. And, he, from what I understand, he does a lot in his community and other communities that, are African American. And I thought that was really good. I was impressed. Okay. So, his world is upside down. Will this be settled behind closed doors? Will there be like monetary settlements that will be paid, and maybe some probation as far as, checking on his behavior? Well, it looks like this, like, okay, this person is turning their back. Okay. They still trying to hold on. Okay. They're trying to balance out decisions. Okay. This person, this Page of Swords has, they have upsetting energy. So yeah, he's not thrilled about it, but how it's looking is that, like, yeah, that's the way it may happen. He's gonna have to pay out a lot of money in settlements. Okay. And the NFL doesn't want to be sued, outside of him being sued. So yeah, this is turning his world upside down. I don't know if he may even, what kind of actions the NFL may wind up taking at the end of the day. It doesn't look good. But yeah, he's going to come off of some money, and it's a lot of things that are going to be settled behind closed court doors. Okay? I had to make it short and sweet. Those were the basic questions that I wanted to ask about this case, about this situation. I wish him the best. I would say to always remember that with you being a sports celebrity, and it's kind of like you're the golden boy, as they would say, it's like you live in a fishbowl and everybody is watching. Good people, bad people, people that have your best interest at heart, people who are just opportunists. So you have to really be careful about what you say and do, especially when you're dealing with human beings of the fairer sex. Okay, the opposite sex. Okay, so I hope everything works out for you, Mr. Watson. And that's it.